John Less here, Less Archery Adventures. Series testing, successful hunting. I've got a really cool broadhead to test here today. It's the Magnus Black Hornet Serrazer. And I did test this in the way past my earliest days of doing broadhead testing. And I think at that time I was overly critical of it. So I did a retest a couple of years ago, and I was glad I did because it performed a lot better than I had given it credit for in the first round. But now my process, my testing process is evolved, and so I want to test it again. So I went ahead and ordered a pack of these, and I'm going to put them to the test. And so I'm going to be using my regimen for 2023, and you can watch the video that describes that here on my channel, or read about it in the description box right below this video. And I'm going to be using my Bowtech CP28 set at 72 pounds, Bishop FOC King arrows for most of the shots, Bishop Fat Eliminators for the really hard impact shots, and we're going to see how this Black Hornet holds up to all of these tests. Let's zoom on in here and check out the design features and specifications, and then let the testing begin. Here's a good look at the Black Hornet. Man, this is a cool looking head right here. It's been around for a while, but it still just impresses me every time I look at it. It's loaded with all kinds of cool features. First of all, the materials. It's got an aluminum ferrule, and then the blades are all stainless steel. The cutting size in this direction, the main blade has a cutting diameter of 1¼ inches. And the bleeders have a cutting diameter, by my measurements, of 0.83 inches. So you're getting over 2 inches of total cut. That's really an impressive amount of cut for a fixed blade head like this. The main blade is 0.059 inches thick. So really nice, thick main blade. And the bleeders are 0.040 inches thick, which for a bleeder, that's really thick. And you can see they're sharpened on all sides, so it makes it easier to pull out of a target, or if the arrow is backing out of an animal, it didn't get a pass through, then it's going to be cutting more tissue while it backs out of the animal like that. You also notice that it's double bevel sharpened all the way around, and the tip comes together at a tanto tip with just these two edges meeting at the front. And what that does is it gives it extra durability to help prevent rollover, because you can see it's a little bit thicker, a little more stout right there at the ends, as opposed to if it tapered off this way and was flat down there, then it would be a lot narrower. So that maximizes the durability, and you benefit from that extra thick blade there as well. Then this is the Serrazer, and you can see it's got these serrated edges, which, they have an advantage. And it's a toss-up, it's a debated thing. What's better, a straight edge or a razor? But most chefs will say that for a slicing motion, a serrated edge is better, because what you're doing is you're creating more surface area, and it doesn't take as much abuse on any one section of the edge. The pressure is dissipated over a larger surface area, and so it maintains its sharpness and it produces a better cut, like a steak knife, whereas just a straight edge is better for a chopping motion. That's just what I've read from a cutlery perspective. I know Magnus really likes these, and they seem to work well for a lot of people who use them. So really eager to put this head to the test and see how it performs. My past tests of it have done really well, but I haven't tested it with my new protocol, but I'm about to, and eager to see what happens here. It took 175 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 10 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated 8¼ inches. It took an extra 100 grams to cut through the wire, which is an 8 on a 10-point scale. It penetrated through 52 layers. It's in perfect condition after the 3 shots through the MDF. And it held up very well through the 2 shots through the steel plate. It's in really good condition, except it got a little bit of tip curl. And then look at the holes. It made really nice holes in the steel plate. Here's the Black Hornet after going through the MDF 3 times, the steel plate 2 times, and then sticking in the concrete. And man, it held together really well. That way exceeded my expectations. In a previous test years ago, it curled quite a bit, but that was not the case this time. I mean, still spins very well, and the tip is in great shape. The edges are in great shape. Really excellent results here. So what'd you think of the Black Hornet? Man, I tell you what, it did really well, right? Okay, this is a good head. And you know, when you add on top of its performance, which it flies well, penetrates well, it was, you know, pretty durable, really durable in the tests that I had. You know, there really wasn't a big weakness to it, but you add on the fact that they have this lifetime warranty that no questions asked. You send in a bent or broken head or something, it hits a rock, whatever, they'll give you a replacement. That's quite a deal, especially within the price point that they're talking about there. But you check out the score sheet and see how it performed in the areas that matter to you the most and see if it might be a good fit for you. But I say great job, Magnus. Keep up the great work.